Hey y'all, it's Michael, and today I'm here to talk about Tar Baby by Toni Morrison. This is my second book for my Year of Morrison, where I'm trying to read her full bibliography for the year, and this was actually her fourth novel that she published, but it was my second read because for February, Dee from Brown Girl Reading, she chose Tar Baby for us to read for hashtag Read So Lit for Black History Month. So this video will actually be quite short in comparison to, I'm thinking more of my longer videos for the upcoming videos for my Year of Morrison, and that's because in March we're going to have a live show where we talk about this book. It's gonna have more full in-depth about themes, the writing, like the book in general. And the thing is, I'm actually really excited for it because there is a lot to talk about with this book, especially the ending. Because yeah, so I don't know yet the date. I recently asked Dee when is the live show going to be. It's not determined yet, so I will be putting down the information whenever I find out, I guess. But keep an eye out for it. And so for this video, I thought I would give you more like quick thoughts of what I thought about the book, and you can watch it before we go full in depth during the live show. Going into this book, I didn't really know that much about it, and finding out how the story unfolds is actually like really fun. We follow a group of characters in the Caribbean roughly around a few days before Christmas. We have a couple, Valerian Street, and his name is first name Valerian, last name Street. Valerian is funny because of Game of Thrones. And then his wife, Margaret. And this white couple have servants by the name of Sydney and Odine. Odine? And then their Jadine. I hope I'm pronouncing all the names correctly, but that's how I pronounce them. And then a few days before Christmas, there are plans for Michael, who is Valerian's and Margaret's son, to come and visit. But before all of this happens, they find a stranded man in the closet. Basically, long story short, that's what it is. First off, her writing is just as strong here. I really enjoy Morrison's writing, and currently right now, as I'm filming this, I'm about to finish Sula, and there are some Easter eggs, and I really like it because it actually I don't know if it's like the conspiracy in me or like I'm just overthinking it, but I think there are connections to Tar Baby and Sula, so that's just probably me thinking like whatever. I love the way she describes just these characters' thoughts and the way that they move. I think is Morrison's greatest strength so far as I'm reading her works. I'm really loving it, and her writing is one of those where you really do have to pay attention because within one line, the story can really change within just a sentence alone. Build up to this, I think, is great, and it's fantastic as we get to the like the denouement, like that climax that it's building up to. I think Morrison does a really great job of this because it's really mysterious on who this man's son, that's his name, who just shows up all of a sudden in the closet out of nowhere, who he is, what his motivations are. And then I think what's really great is that this build up to it, because as we go to this build up of these characters, we get to really see who Valerian, Margaret, and Odine and Sydney are. And I think that the live show that's gonna happen, I think we're really gonna delve into who these characters are, so I'm gonna save it for that. I think, in my opinion, where this book really falters is after that climax, when we start reaching towards what happens after the revelation, because I was like, oh, this is like, oh, it's so like, the dinner scene is really lit. Okay, let's be honest here. The Christmas dinner scene is lit. It's so good what happens and how it how it unfolds. So up to this point, it's just really exciting and it's really intriguing. But afterwards, I feel as though this is where Morrison like really trips, because I kind of lost investment in the characters, because it just, to me, it felt as, it didn't feel as, I don't know if grand is the word, or it didn't feel similar to what the first two-thirds was presenting. And the ending, I'm not going to spoil it here, but the ending presents something. It presents something, and I think I see where Morrison was doing and what she's attempting to do, but I don't think it's as successful as it came out to be. But I do give her props for, like, it's so hard to give to not give spoilers, but I give her props for what she did in the end. And it was just like, okay, I see it. I see what you're doing. I just didn't think it was as successful as it could have been. With Morrison's writing towards the ending, there is this beautiful, beautiful passage about ants, because it's like a point of view from an airplane, and so it's like about ants, but it's really about like people. It is, I was like, wow. I was like, you are writing, ma'am. You are writing. First off, I did learn the word yala, I think I'm pronouncing that, or yaya, which was a term for someone who is light-skinned in the Caribbean. I'm assuming patois. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. This does talk about colorism, which does tie in again to like the bluest eye also, because there was that look about the different shades of basically blackness. And this, like I mentioned in that bluest eye video, this does again really ring true in the Filipino community, in Filipino culture actually, like not in the community, in the culture. I really also did like the side characters like Yardman and Therese. I really enjoyed them too, because again, this is a really good testament of Morrison's writing, because like even these characters didn't get that much screen time, but I was like, okay, I see who they are. I get what I get it. And I really did like, I think they added something to contrast, especially Sydney and Odine's point of view, because they were like basically the ones working in the house, and then Therese and the yardman was like outside. So again, like that colorism is like tying back once again. On my edition of Tar Baby, there's this beautiful passage. It's on page 231-ish, around there, and it's this passage is so beautiful, similar to the one with the ants, about the use of the word delicious. Similar, I don't know what it is, but so far right now, similar to the bluest eye, it's like I'm associating words with Morrison's novels, because in The Bluest Eye, there's this beautiful part where she talks about the word ugly, and it's so profound. I was like, oh my god, it's so good. But here in Tar Baby, there's this part where she talks about the word delicious and like connotations of it. It's really good. Morrison's fourth novel, so I am kind of going out of order. But in Sula, which I'm currently reading right now, that is her second book, and in Sula, she mentions Tar Baby. So I really I'm sure we're gonna talk about that during the live show. So I'm really excited to hear what people think about it, because that term is really interesting, because there is this part in the book where the prominence of that word and what it encompasses really become prevalent. So I'm really interested to hear what the other people think of that word. I'm really excited for it. Overall, I thought this was a good novel. and I did like it though. And especially, I love the characters. The writing, of course, is just as strong. The build up is really great. I think that overall, I think just the last part, the 1/3 of this, is where it really Morrison takes a tumble because it just doesn't. I think it just goes all over the place essentially. Like there's just a lot going on. But overall, I did enjoy it. So if you read the novel, let me know what you think about it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Come join us for the live show in March. I'm not sure of this exact date, but I'll leave it down below. So yes, until then, I'll see you guys till next time. Bye!